Hello all. Well, it looks like world oil prices are going down quickly as of right now. Let's go over and see what's happening around the world. Okay, Brent crude fell 48% in 2014 in the European area. This is the biggest drop that Europe has seen since 2008. In China and the US, the manufacturing index is down to 55.5 in November compared to 58.7 in previous months. Okay, both China and Russia have now said that they're going to increase their production, not decrease it. So let's find out what's happening in the US oil market. The fracking fields. Boy, this one's really interesting. Okay, in the Bakken oil fracking fields, which is where they're getting most of the fracking oil out of. They still have some sweet spots left there, but not many. Fracking days in the US are coming to a quick close. So let's just take this one company, which is the biggest drilling company in the Bakken. I don't know. The operating expenses was $1.1 billion in the third quarter of 2014. This means they spent $1 billion more than they made. That puts their debt 120% of equity. Okay, that's when oil, Brent crude, cost $93 a barrel. Do you think there's going to be some ramifications of this? Let's go check it out. Okay, one way we can find out what's happening in the US is by counting the rigs in the fracking fields. So, the week ending December 26, 2014, the rig count was down by 37 rigs, down to 1,499. And by the end of last week, they were down 76 rigs and falling quickly. The U.S. was hoping to break records for oil production this month in 2015. I don't think they're going to make it. If oil was to stay at $56 a barrel in the U.S., that means the U.S. could lose 40,000 oil jobs by the end of 2015. If it stays at $56 a barrel for Brent crude, manufacturers could lose 5,000 to 6,000 jobs by the end of the year. So it looks like in the U.S., both Brent crude and West Texas Intermediate has lost over 50% of their value in 2014. That's a huge drop. Things are going to change. Yes, I did see Wall Street today with their 300 plus point drop in just a few hours. So, what's gasoline prices doing around the world? Well, I don't know. You guys will have to tell me what your prices are doing, whether they're staying about the same or going down. Let's go down here in San Francisco and look at the cheap gas station and the expensive gas station, just of reference to see how gasoline prices are acting towards oil prices falling. This is the inexpensive gas station. This is the expensive gas station. Okay, now it's time to go look at what Brent crude oil futures are doing. We use Brent crude because that's the majority of oil that is used for manufacturing and gasoline and fuel oils. Okay, it started out at 56.55 or something like that and fell down to about 56, and it just kept falling, and then it sort of wiggled a while, and it just dived way on down to over 52.5, just a little bit above. Then it just slowly came back up. But that's quite a drop. So much for $56 a barrel. Okay, let's go up and look at San Francisco oil barges in the bay. The reason we use this to find out whether the supplies are going to be good or bad here in California, parts of Oregon, and Washington, here in the U.S. If the ship count become less than 2, it means that we've got some pretty serious troubles going on. There seems to only be 2 barges in San Francisco Bay. Yesterday I was up here. There were no barges in San Francisco Bay. And I'm talking about oil barges, of course. Okay, we have a book suggestion. Here's the book, Transformation, and here's the recommendation person. Okay, well, there's a lot going on. Some more destruction of oil facilities in the war in the Middle East. This is also going to have an effect on what happens with the oil prices. I just don't think we've seen anything yet. It'll be interesting to see what happens next. But let me know what your gasoline prices are for other people to see around the world. And until next time, thanks for all your comments and the new subscriptions and the ups and the downs. Until next time.